Today's ecology lesson is all about trees. Why do trees matter to us? Many of the trees on our planet are older than any human being to ever live. They provide food and habitat for animals, and they provide the resources necessary for many of our products. They also provide something else that is essential for all life: oxygen. Did you know that trees even help us filter our air? They remove harmful gases like carbon dioxide, making the air we breathe much healthier. We can split trees up into two categories: evergreen and deciduous. Deciduous trees are trees that lose their leaves in the fall and become dormant. Dormant is a time when trees drop their leaves and go into a sort of deep sleep for the colder winter months. Evergreen trees maintain most of their leaves or needles throughout the entire year. Trees have 5 different layers within their trunks: the outer bark, phloem or inner bark, the cambium cell layer, the sapwood, and the innermost heartwood. Each layer's job is to support and protect the tree. The outer bark serves as its shield by protecting the tree from its surroundings, preventing excess moisture in the rain and snow, and providing insulation in those colder winter months. The phloem or inner bark creates the pathways for food and nutrients to pass onto the tree. It will eventually turn to cork and become part of the tree's outer layer of bark. The cambium cell layer is a very thin layer that is the main growing part of the trunk. It produces new bark and wood each year. This is a reaction to the hormones being passed down from the leaves along the food pipeline. The sapwood serves the important role of delivering water to the entire tree. Just as with us humans, trees cannot survive without constant water. The heartwood is the innermost and strongest part of the tree, serving an important role for balance, stability, and security. We can learn a whole lot about trees just by observing their stumps. The ring patterns within a tree's stump may take on shapes depending on the environmental factors that occurred during its lifetime. These may include access to sunlight, the slope effect, pressure on its growth against a rock or another tree, parasites, climate change, and more. Typically, there are 2 rings with yearly growth, though it is possible for trees to have more than 2 rings in one year with unique weather conditions. The lighter and wider rings are during periods of available water, such as during spring and summer. The thinner, darker rings are periods of drier months, such as fall and winter. This might seem odd, but remember that trees cannot drink ice cubes. We usually find that hardwood has narrow, dense rings, and this includes oak trees and manzanita bushes. Softwood usually has wider and spongy rings, such as pines and alder trees. Trees also face their fair share of challenges from nature and from us. Sometimes you might come across trees with a hollowed center. This can be due to insect damage or even lightning when it splashes down a tree's trunk. Both can cause major stability issues and threaten the life of the tree. When trees are injured, they react similar to us. They will develop a scar, which are physical and chemical boundaries around the injury to prevent infection. Eventually, the tree will also grow new wood to close over the injured area. You might even have come across an engraved branch on a tree. These branches may appear artistic to us, but they are actually coming from a type of bark beetle that is slowly infecting the tree. Humans also cause massive challenges for trees with deforestation. When we cut down large areas of shrubs and trees, it is permanent destruction. In order to use wood and make land useful for other purposes, such as agriculture, houses, and industry. It is a careful balance in ensuring that not only our needs are met, but everything else sharing this beautiful planet with us. Let's review what we've learned about trees. First, trees are important because they provide not only food and habitat for animals, but also the resources necessary for many of our products. The most important thing that they provide is essential for all life: oxygen. They also make the air we breathe healthier by removing harmful gases like carbon dioxide. Second, trees can be either deciduous or evergreen. Deciduous trees are trees that lose their leaves in the fall and become dormant. Evergreen trees maintain most of their leaves or needles throughout the entire year. Third, trees have 5 different layers within their trunk: the outer bark, phloem or inner bark, the cambium cell layer, the sapwood, and the innermost heartwood. Each layer's job is to support and protect the tree. Fourth, the ring patterns within a tree's stump may take on different shapes, depending on the environmental factors that occurred during its lifetime. Typically, there are 2 rings with yearly growth. The lighter and wider rings are during periods of available water, such as during spring and summer. The thinner, darker rings are periods of drier months, such as fall and winter. Fifth, trees face challenges from nature and from us. Within nature, insects, parasites, and injuries can weaken and create stress on the trees. Humans create massive challenges for trees through deforestation when we cut down large areas for other uses, such as agriculture, houses, and industry. Thank you for joining me for this ecology lesson on trees. So how can you help and support trees that are so important for us all? We can help keep the trees and our planet healthy by reusing and recycling anything made from plants. If we recycle products that come from trees, we can use them over and over again. And there will be far less demand to cut down more trees. This will help to ensure a healthy and sustainable planet for everyone. Be well, my friends, and always remember that you are awesome. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated, and a like is always appreciated. We'll see you next time at Sam's Outdoor Science for Kids.